The neighborhood Hoa Vibe police, led by a woman named Suburban Sandra, were moving with unfiltered, mid-tier conformity. They looked at the new neighbor, Alara, and her wild front yard and immediately initiated a system-wide madness alert. Alara wasn't planting the hard-coded, low-value Kentucky bluegrass or the NPC-tier boxwood hedges. She was out there digging in the dirt at planting weird weeds and gnarled roots. Sandra and the aesthetic committee called her down bad and unhinged, spreading rumors that her house was a total hardware failure waiting to happen. They treated her vision like a legacy bug, sending her daily fines and acting unbothered and snatched while they tried to delete her creativity. For months, the yard looked like a total system crash. It was just mounds of dirt, piles of mulch, and strange stones. The neighbors would walk by and deliver a 4,000 side-eye, whispering that Alara had glitched out of reality. Sandra even tried to have the city perform a forced removal mission, claiming the property was a biological hazard. Alara just stayed in her stealth mode era, ignored the low-value noise, and kept coding her landscape with top-tier patience. She knew her main character moment was coming. The garden just needed time to render. Then came the spring vibe check. One Tuesday morning, the neighborhood suffered a total sensory override. Alara's yard hadn't just grown. It had transformed into a final boss-tier sanctuary. The weeds were actually rare, high-fidelity wildflowers that created a shimmering, neon blue carpet. The gnarled roots had blossomed into a snatched canopy of rare wisteria that smelled like a premium-tier perfume. It wasn't a yard. It was a 4,000 biological masterpiece that made the rest of the street look like a low-resolution simulation. The ratio was instantaneous. People weren't just walking by anymore. They were stopping their cars to take photos, treating her house like a viral location tag. A local botanical magazine showed up to perform a high-stakes cover story audit, calling it the Garden of the Future. Sandra and her committee looked shook, cooked, and humbled, standing in their boring gray driveways while Alara's property value suffered a massive vertical spike. The realization hit the neighborhood. Alara wasn't crazy. She just had top-tier vision that their mid-tier minds couldn't process during the beta phase. She didn't just grow plants. She reprogrammed the entire neighborhood's aesthetic. Now, everyone wants to sync their gardens with hers. But Alara remains unbothered and legendary, sipping tea in her private paradise.